Thank you for joining me for a 60-minute 26 and 2 yoga class. It's 26 postures and 2 breathing exercises. It's normally done in a hot room, but we're not in a hot room today. So we're going to start with 3 rounds of sun salutes to warm up our body before we hop into 26 and 2 yoga. If at any point in class something does not feel right for you, you can modify a posture, you can do something else. You can skip it, especially if you're new, you can just watch me. Yoga can be challenging at times, and that's okay, but we're never going to a point of pain or a point where we could cause harm to ourselves or someone else. So just keep that in mind. And I'm realizing I'm on carpet, so I actually don't need my yoga mat. I'm gonna push that to the side. Okay, cool. So for the sun salutes, you're gonna start towards the top of your yoga space with your feet close together. I'm gonna stand back a bit and show you in periphery. Take a moment with your arms down by your side, standing nice and tall. Bring your hands together at heart center, and we'll begin with 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar, a sun salute. As you inhale, lift your arms up overhead, look up as if you're saluting the god of sun, Surya. Exhale through your nose, bend your knees, fold forward, hands to floor, relax your head. Inhale, lengthen into a halfway lift, back flat, chest forward. Exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor, and step back into a high plank or tabletop position. Look forward. On your next exhale, hug your elbows in all the way towards your ribs and lower down halfway. Inhale, come up into a back bend. You can do Cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor, or up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. You can bend one knee, straighten the other, pedal out your legs, and then press your heels to the floor. Hips to the ceiling, drop your head, look for your thighs behind you. If down dog is not speaking to you, come down onto your knees, take a child's pose instead. Sink your hips down as you reach your arms forward. On your next inhale, hands to the floor, look forward, step forward, lengthen back into your halfway lift. Exhale through your nose, bend your knees and fold, relax your head. Inhale, arms with your ears, hands together, root to rise, lift up, look up, salute the sun. Exhale, hands down. 2 more. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Slowly exhale through your nose, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, lengthen into a halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor, and step back into your high plank or tabletop. Now let's hold here for a moment. If that lowering down to back bend motion does not feel good for your body, skip it, go straight from your plank or tabletop directly into your child's pose or down dog. Otherwise, take a vinyasa, hug your elbows in, lower down like you're pulling yourself down to the floor. Inhale, come up into your back bend. Exhale, lift your hips up for down dog or sink your hips down for child's pose. Either way, spread your fingers wide, root down through all 28 knuckles and the space between your index finger and thumb so that you're not putting all of your body weight on your wrists. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen halfway. Slowly exhale, fold, relax your head. Inhale, chin away from your chest, arms with your ears, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. Last one. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, lengthen, halfway. Exhale, hands to floor, step back, high plank. Keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. If you're doing down dog, try to get your heels to the floor. If your heels are not touching the floor, take a wider stance. If you have tight knees or hamstrings, micro bend your knees to take pressure away from the backs of the legs. Otherwise, press your thighs back, lift your hips up, push the floor away from you. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Slowly exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift up. Exhale, hands down. Beautiful, that was our little warm up. We're now going to hop into 26 and 2 yoga. So this is the same 26 postures and 2 breathing exercises every time. So if you're new, the TV just turned on. That was really weird. If you're new, this might not be very familiar, but just keep in mind the more you do it, the more familiar the postures become. Okay, so we're gonna start with 2 sets of pranayama deep breathing, a standing deep breathing exercise. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Feet together, toes, heels touch. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth. HA, sound, head back, arms forward, elbows touch. Good, inhale. Elbows out and arms up. Slowly bring your chin down, look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, slowly push your head back, look way, way, way back for the wall behind you. Arms forward, elbows touch, pointing forward. Inhale, head down, breathe in through your nose. Down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, open your mouth wide. Like you're fogging up a mirror on the ceiling, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down, keep the weight in your heels, thighs tight, glutes tight, stomach in. Exhale, head up, weight stays in your heels, abdominal wall contracted, just the head drops back, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take on your next breath. Completely empty your lungs. Inhale, head down. Last breath in the first set. Spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push and squeeze, elbows touch. Good, change, arms down. You can roll out your shoulders and head. We do 2 of almost everything. Second set might be a little more familiar, feet together. Interlock your fingers, switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, stomach in, grow taller out of the base of your spine and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose, lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth. HA, sound head back. Arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Full lungs. Exhale, head up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Elbows touch. 1. Inhale, head down. Use the full 6 seconds to inhale. Take in more and more and more air. Exhale, head up. Use the full 6 seconds to exhale. Synchronize your breath with your body movements. Elbows touch when your lungs are empty. Inhale, head down. So just the neck and arms are moving. Lower body stays still like a statue. Look straight ahead. Exhale, head up. Just your head drops back. No backward bending. Shoulders down. Elbows up. Triceps parallel to the floor. Inhale, head down. Last breath in the second set. Deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in 1 more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time. Let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, be here now. Elbows touch. Change, arms down. Artichomasana with Poshmotonasana, half moon with hands to feet pose. Feet together. Inhale your arms over your head sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs. So it's like a Charlie's Angels grip with your hand. It's called a temple grip. Keep the weight in your heels, hips forward, arms back, stretch up and bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, stretch up a little taller, like you're trying to touch the ceiling. And when you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels, push your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears, stomach in. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows, without bending your knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility, creating a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Keep the weight in your heels, push your hips a little forward, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears, push your left hip a little forward, get your 2 hips in line. Now bring your right shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, stop in the middle. Hips forward, arms back, big stretch up, and slowly bend to the left as you press your hips to the right. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. For the rest of class, we're gonna breathe through the nose. If at any point you find you're holding your breath, you cannot breathe, or you're like panting through the mouth, it might be a sign that you've done a little too much. Go back, less is more, until one day less is less, and that's when you get a little deeper. Scoop your left shoulder a little forward, right hip a little forward, weight in the heels, inhale, lengthen the arms, exhale, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, first back bend of the day. Take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, relax your head back as far as it goes, and give your head a gentle shake. Look for the floor behind you, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and immediately bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. So whole spine back bending from coccyx to the neck, lower back, middle back, upper back. Keep the weight in your heels, lock your legs, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward and bring your arms back. Look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change. Inhale to come up. Big stretch up at the top. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Take your time, hands to floor, drop your head, go for a walk, move your hips, shake your head. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Poshmotonasana, hands to feet pose, feet together, bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or if it's accessible to you, grab your heels, step on all 10 fingers, like cup your heels. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling on the back of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes with a smiling, happy face. It's kind of poetic. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, stretch your spine down. Good, change, come up, arms with the ears, chin away from the chest, knees can bend as you lift up, arms down, and you stand a little taller. Second set, feet together, arms overhead. Switch the grip, less dominant grip, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, just with the opposite thumb, pinky finger on top. So we'll switch the grip throughout class. Hips forward, arms back, big stretch up, and slowly drop to the right as you press your hips to the left. Still breathing, in and out through the nose. Weight in the heels, chin away from the chest. Inhale, lengthen the arms. Exhale, push, push, push. Change, come on up, stop in the middle. Imagine you could lean against a wall behind you, stretch up tall, and slowly drop to the left as you press your hips to the right. Weight in the heels, hips forward, arms back, seal off the gap between your biceps, arms and your ears, use your grip strength. Push your right hip a little forward, 2 hips in line, left shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up. Second heart opener, keep your eyes open, drop your head back as far as it goes, squeeze your tush, lift your chest, and bring your arms back with your ears. So whole spine back bending, whole front of the body stretching. If your knees or elbows are bending, come up a little bit, lock your legs, lock your arms, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward, arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Change, inhale to come up, stretch up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold, hands to floor, drop your head, go for another walk. Move your hips, shake your head. Notice what's a little bit more loose in the second set and what's still a little tight or tender. There's no right or wrong. Yoga is a wonderful way to get to know yourself better in mind, body, and spirit. Poshmotonasana, hands to feet pose, bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your legs or your heels from underneath. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down. Keep pulling, keep stretching, keep breathing. Roll your weight into your big toes. Lift your hips up, push your knees back. Try to lock your knees. Good, change, come up, chin away from the chest. Knees can bend as you lift. Beautiful, arms down. And you stand a little taller. Next, we start to strengthen the body. Awkward Utkatasana. Step your right foot to the right about 6 inches, hip width distance, insides of your feet parallel. Arms up, parallel to the floor. All 5 fingers together, fingers in line with your collarbones. Reach your arms forward, suck your stomach in, bend your knees, sit back and down like you're sitting down into a chair. Feet flat, spine straight, all of the weight in your heels. Sit down a little bit lower and start to lean back, lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back. Change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there. Push your hips a little forward, so now you're leaning back. Spread your toes wide, lift your heels. Come up maximum on your tippy toes like a ballerina. Stretch up, bend your knees and sit down. So imagine you're in stiletto heels as you sit down. Heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, inhale to come up. Last part, still breathing. Squeeze your knees, inner thighs together. Let your heels come a little off the floor, knees together, slowly sit down. Imagine you have a ticket to Beyonce in between your knees, don't drop the ticket. You can stop whenever you want or keep sitting down until there's a 1/2 inch gap between your hips and heels. Squeeze your knees together, lift your chest, keep your neck nice and long. Change, slowly come up, squeeze your knees, thighs together. Good, heels down. Right foot back, arms down. I'll show you second set from the side. So step your right foot to the right, hip width distance. It's not too big of a step, right? Keep the insides of your feet parallel. Bring your arms up, parallel to the floor. Reach your arms forward, suck your stomach in, bend your knees, sit back and down. So in the first part, you can stick your butt out and fold forward to get your thighs parallel to the floor. Keep your triceps tight, your arms are your counterbalance, drop your shoulders down and lift up. Lift your chin up, chest up. Change, come on up, keep your arms there, push your hips forward, spread your toes wide, lift your heels, stretch up, sit down. So in the second part, rather than leaning forward, you're gonna lean back. Heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change. Last part, squeeze your knees, thighs together. Let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down like you're sliding your back down a wet marble wall. Remember, you can stop whenever you want. You can also always put your hands on the floor to help yourself in, right? Squeeze your knees together and forward. Rather than resting on your heels, try to lift up a little bit. Change, slowly come up, knees together, good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Eagle pose, Sharasana, we're gonna do the right side first. Keep in mind that I'm not nearing you. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, swing your right arm under your left arm. Right elbow under left elbow. Cross first at the elbows. Again, if you can at the wrists. So eventually hands in prayer. You can also interlock fingers, grab a thumb or grab your shoulders and give yourself a big bear hug. Pull your elbows down. Bend your knees, sit down, stay down there. Lean back and bring your right leg over your left leg. Right leg over left leg. Cross, twist, eventually wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left. Twist like ropes, sit down and lean back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, left side. Bring your left arm under your right arm. Left bicep under right tricep. Palms together, you can also grab shoulders. Pull elbows down, sit down, stay down there. Lean back and bring your left leg over your right leg. Left over right, cross twist and breathe. You might notice that this side feels a little or a lot different from the other side. It does for me, and that is really normal. We are not butterflies. We are not symmetrical. We are perfectly imperfect. And yoga is really not about symmetry. Yoga is about self-realization. Knees a little to the left, upper body to the right, sit down and lean back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. I'll show you second step from the side. Right arm under left arm, right under left, pull elbows down, stick your butt out, sit down, lean back and bring right leg over left leg. Right hamstring over left quadricep. Eventually wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle. Hips a little to the left, upper body to the right. You want wrists, elbows, knees, and ankles all in one line. Sit down and lean back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. Last one, here we go. Left arm under right arm. Pull elbows down, sit down, lean back. Keep your hips low and bring left leg over right leg. Focus on squeezing the inner thighs together. We're opening all the major joints in the body, 7 on each side, deltoid, scapula, elbows, wrists, hips, knees, and ankles. Squeeze inner thighs together, press palms together, sit down, and lean back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. Slowly, arms down. Party time, you can grab a sip of water if you want. Cheers. So that's our only water break, but you can drink water whenever you want, and you can also take breaks whenever you want. Next is our balancing series, starting with a forward fold, standing head to knee, Dandayamana Jani Sharasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up. You can point your toes, flex your toes, notice the difference. Keep your toes flexed back to your face the whole time. Option to stay here with your abdomen in, or as you're ready, start to round down and eventually pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. From start to finish, standing legs should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamppost, unbroken. You have no knee. If you know your left leg is locked, no bend, no wobble. Inhale, breathing slowly, gently, lift your right leg up. Take a breath. Kick your heel forward, flex all 5 toes back towards your face from the ankle. You're training your Achilles to stretch. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles one day. Elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change. Arms straight, bend the right leg, right foot down. Shift your weight to your right leg, contract your inner thigh, outer thigh. Lift your kneecap up, use your gluteus maximus and minimus. You're using your side seat. Lift your left leg up, point your toes, Flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back, stomach in. Option to stay here, or as you're ready, round down and pick up your left foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, even your thumbs under your foot. If you've got a grip on your foot, your stomach is in, you can breathe, your face is relaxed. Inhale, slowly, gently lift your left leg up. Now, if your standing leg is bending a lot, think about lifting your hips up. So you want your knee over your ankle rather than the big toe. Press your heel forward, flex your toes back. If both legs lock from the side legs, make an upside down L like Linda, then bend elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles. One day elbows go below the calf muscle. Heel forward, toes back, stomach in, change. Arms straight, bend the left leg, left foot down. You can put your hands on your back and do a little back bend or knee bend. Just so you know, this is a really tricky posture. Most styles of yoga do not do this posture because it's hard. So if you were falling out a lot, you're not alone. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, round down, pick up your foot. When I started practicing this style of yoga in 2009, I fell out like every 5 seconds, and then slowly you start to get it. When you're ready, lift your right leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles, slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee. If you fall out, hop back in, lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Take your time as you reverse out, step by step, good for you. Last one, shift your weight to your right leg, lift your right kneecap, lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, stomach in, round down, pick up your left foot, all 10 fingers interlocked, like you're about to help your best friend over a fence. Concentrate, meditate, don't forget to have fun. Inhale, lift your left leg up. So fall out 5 times, hop back in 6. Never give up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles, slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee. Hold and breathe. 3, 2, 1. Take your time as you reverse out. Good for you. Okay, so that was a forward curl. Next, we do a back bend. Standing bow pulling pose, Dandayamana, Dhanurasana. Feet together, bring your right hand up, elbow touches the body, palm faces the ceiling. Bring your hand out to the right. Give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Yes, okay, so reach back. I'm gonna show you here. Shoulders opening out, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone, thumb with the index finger. If this grip is confusing, you can start by grabbing your foot from the outside. And from here, if you want, you just walk your hand around. So the shoulders opening out. Bring your left arm up and back with your ear, knees together to start. Option to stay here. You're already doing a little bit of a back bend and opening through the chest and shoulder. When you're ready, lock your left leg, point your right toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously, kick your right leg back and up. Take your time. Slowly bring your body down and your leg up. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. So from the side, 2 heels in line, kick back and up. In other words, 2 shoulders in line, touch your chin to your shoulder, shoulder blade scapula stretching away from the body. Kicking and stretching equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever, body down more, leg up more. Best way to fall is forward, kick, kick, kick. Good, change slowly with control. Kick yourself up, feet together, arms down. Bring your left hand up, out to the left. So the shoulders rotating out. Reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle. Right arm up and back with your ear, knees together to start. Lock your right leg, point your left toes, lift your chin, stretch up, and slowly kick into your hand. Simultaneously charge your body forward. So this is meant to be a back bend. Keep your chin and chest lifted the whole time. You're kicking in 2 directions. You're kicking back and you're kicking up. Try to create maximum space between your right hand and your left big toe. So slide the right shoulder forward, kick the left big toe up to the ceiling, body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change slowly with control. Kick yourself up, feet together, arms down. Can you hold still for one holy, sacred breath? This is the gift of yoga, to have a heart pumping, mind a little discombobulated, and you can still hold still. Second set, bring your right hand up, out to the right, reach back without turning or twisting your shoulder, pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle, left arm up and back with your ear, right hip forward, hips in line. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, lift your chin, stretch up, and when you're ready, slowly kick, stretch, Breathe. That's all you have to do. Kick into your hand. Stretch forward. Breathe through your nose. Body down. Leg up. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Charge your body forward. Kick, kick, kick. Good. Slowly with control, pick yourself up. Lovely. Last one. Bring your left hand up, out to the left. Reach back. Pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle. Thumb with index finger. Right arm up, left hip forward, knees together. Option to stay here, or when you're ready, lift your chin, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. This is standing bow pulling pose, a bow like archery. Some people say that your right arm makes the arrow, and the left arm and leg make the bow. Iyengar takes it a step further. He says, body is the arrow. The posture is the bow. But the target is the soul, right? It's not really about doing the standing splits. It's about getting to know yourself better. Body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. We come to the back of your mat and towel, tool Dandasana balancing stick. This posture is only 10 seconds. Yay, feet together. Inhale your arms over your head, palms together. Interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back, step your right foot forward. Shift your weight to your right foot, stretch. Point your left toes, and when you're ready, start to come down like a slow moving seesaw. At first, maybe just going down 1 or 2 inches. Eventually, arms, body, head, legs, everything becomes parallel to the floor. So from the side, body makes a T like Tom, not a broken umbrella. Stretch, 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 change. Left foot down, right foot back, stomach in, stretch up, flat back here. Step your left foot forward, stretch, and when you're ready, come down like a slow moving seesaw. Notice if your right hip wants to lift up. Drop your right hip down, hips and armpits face the floor, chest down, chin forward, leg up, stretch. Change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down, practicing that stillness. Hardest part, best part. Second set, arms overhead, palms together. Switch the grip, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs. Step your right foot forward like you're Simone Biles on a balance beam. Stretch up, and when you're ready, come down. Slowly bring the body down to parallel, arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel, chest down, chin forward, leg up, stretch, whoop, change, left foot down, right foot back, big stretch up. Step your left foot forward, bring your right hip forward, stretch, and tilt. So keep the right hip down, hips face the floor, body down more, leg up more, charge your body forward, stretch, 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 change. Whew. Right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Enough of that. You can come to the top of your mat and face the long side of your mat for the next 3 postures, our separate leg series. I will face you. Inhale your arms over your head sideways. Exhale, step your right foot to the right. 4 feet minimum, arms down parallel to the floor. You can turn your toes in, pigeon toe your feet, or point your toes forward. Lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Go down with a flat back. If you can, grab your heels from behind. If you can't grab your heels, you can grab the outsides of your feet, or you can always start with your hands on the floor in front of you. Everybody roll forward, hips over the heels. Lift your hips up, push your knees back, keep pulling, keep stretching, keep breathing. Touch your head to the floor in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up, take your time. We're gonna transition to our version of triangle pose, Trikonasana. Press your hips forward, lean your upper body back. Turn your right foot out. Most folks want to take a bigger step. You want your ankles under your wrists. Inhale, bend your right leg and lunge. Sit as low as you can. Eventually your right thigh bicep will be parallel to the floor. Sit down, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. Elbow in front of the knee, aim your fingertips towards your big and second toe, but don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor. Look up to the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, profile of your face visible. Push your left hip forward and down. Push your right knee back with the help of your elbow. Now turn, twist upper body back. Lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg. Right toes in, left toes out, make sure your heels are in line. Inhale, bend your left leg and lunge. If your step is short and your knee is going way beyond your ankle, that can hurt your kneecap. Take a bigger step to protect the knee joint. Sit down, lean back, and move your arms. Elbow in front of the knee, right arm up to the ceiling, arms at 6 and 12 on the clock. Look up and actively stretch up. So reach your right arm up, stretch your left arm down, Bend your left knee, sit down more, turn, twist, open your chest, lock your right leg, keep your whole right foot, the outside edge of your right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg. Turn your left toes in so both toes point forward. Head to knee, Sharasana. Bring your arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs. Pivot on your heels to one side of your mat. If you're on the long side of your mat, you'll face the back of your mat. Turn your back, left toes in. Push your left hip forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So 2 hips in line. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and slowly go down. Round your spine like a nautilus shell. Chin to chest, stomach in, touch your forehead and knee together. Now if your forehead and knee aren't touching yet, you can try taking a little bit of a bigger step. You can bend your front right leg, really tuck your chin to your chest, and eventually bring knee and head together, front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together, change, slowly uncurl, left hip forward, left shoulder forward, full stop at the top. When you're ready, pick up your toes, pivot to the other side of the room, turn your back toes in, push your right hip forward, right rib cage forward, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down slowly with control. So this is a rounded spine posture and a forward fold. This is one to be cautious of if you have an achy back or a history of slip discs. You are never forcing your spine to round. You can keep your chin away from your chest with a flat back. You can skip the posture entirely, or if your back is feeling good, you can bend that front leg, round your spine, try to bring the knee and head closer together, squeezing, compressing, strengthening the front of the body. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together, change, go slow. Squeeze your right glute, press your right hip forward, chin to chest, head up, last. Lovely, pivot on your heels, step your right foot back, and slowly, consciously bring your arms down. So you're aware of how you're coming out of the postures too. Second set, beginning with stretching. I'm gonna show you from the side. Arms overhead, step your right foot to the right, 3 to 4, maybe even 5 feet, arms down parallel to the floor, toes in, heels out, chest up. Swan dive forward, lead with your heart all the way down. If you don't have a heart, lead with your ribs all the way down. Keep coming back to yoga. You will cry eventually. Grab your heels from behind. Bend your elbows back, elbows to calf, shoulders to ceiling, belly button to spine. Everybody roll forward. So if your knees are bending, put your hands on the floor, walk your hands forward, lift your hips up, push your knees back, lock your legs. And if your spine is rounding, look forward, chin away from the chest. Imagine your heart will touch the floor before your head. Good, change, slowly come up, take your time as blood flow reverses. We're gonna flow into our second set of triangle. Make sure heels in line, turn your right toes out, maybe take a bigger step, bend your right leg and lunge. And you can move your left hip forward if it helps you sit down, lean back and move your arms at the same time. If you feel like your feet are sliding apart, imagine you're gonna squeeze your heels together. Feet stay in place, but that's the inner thigh strength you want to engage. Look up and stretch up so you're simultaneously strengthening your inner thighs, opening your hips, strengthening your core, strengthening your arms, and opening your chest. Change. Rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out. Again, you can move the right hip forward, bend your left knee, sit down, lean back, move your arms, elbow in front of the knee, hover your fingertips between your big and second toe, look up to the ceiling, reach your right arm up, stretch your left arm down, triceps tight. You want to feel a huge opening across your chest. So one more time, right arm up, left arm down, turn, twist, bring the left rib cage forward, lock your right leg, right foot, flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, arms up, pivot on your heels, head to knee, Sharasana. Second one, turn your back toes in, push your left hip forward, 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line, backside foot makes a 45-degree angle. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and you go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You can't see your front foot all the way down. Balance challenge, keep your hands together, otherwise hands separate. Bend your front leg, touch your knee and head together. So we're squeezing the abdominal wall. Touching your forehead to your knee might not sound like much, but I think it's kind of a miracle. If you can touch your forehead to your knee, you're telling me you can round your whole upper body over half of your lower body. All of your vertebrae over 1 femur bone. True extension of the spine, true compression of the abdominal wall. Push forehead into knee, lock both legs, hands together, change. Squeeze your left glute, press your left hip forward all the way up, chin to chest, Head up last. Lovely. Pivot. I'm going to face you for the last one. So your heels are in line, but they're not crisscross, right? That'll make it really hard to balance. You can turn your back toes in, press your right hip forward, stretch up, chin to chest, go down, round scoop, curl, tuck, concave, chin to chest, throat choke, jaw relaxed, eyes open, breathing normal, fingers beyond your big and second toe. Try to even out the hips. So left hip up, right hip forward, 2 hips in line. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change. Imagine you're dragging your forehead up your thigh, your chest. Arms with ears, head up, last. Lovely. Pivot on your heels, right foot back, slowly float your arms down. Come to the middle of your mat for tree pose and then toe stand. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, and lift your right leg up. Touch your heel to your costume, sole of foot flat to ceiling. Slowly, gently let your right knee drop down and back into a half lotus shape. Never force your body. Right hand up to the center of your chest, and if you can balance, left hand. Option to stay here, or we can flow to another fun posture called toe stand. Start to look towards the floor and lean forward. Without bending your standing leg, see if you can put your hands on the floor. Option to stay here or walk your hands forward, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down on your heel. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips, make sure you're having fun. Left hand up to the center of your chest. It's my favorite posture to fall out of. Right hand up, palms together, namaskar, elbows down, spine straight, come a half inch off your heel. Okay, when you're ready, hands to floor. You can come up on 2 feet or push your hands into the floor to lift your hips up, straightening your standing leg, and then press your hips forward to reverse out. Awesome. Change right leg down, shift your weight to your right leg, squeeze your right thigh tight, lift your left leg up, heel to costume, let your left knee drop. You can bring your left hand up to the center of your chest. If you can balance right hand, but if you're like me and your foot falls, you can hold onto your foot the whole time. I'm going to stay here because of a toe injury, but I will walk you through toe stand. Pick a spot on the floor, don't move your eyes, and as you're ready, fold forward. Hands to floor, you can walk your hands forward, lean forward, lift your right heel, bend your right knee, sit down on your heel. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Whether you're in tree or toe, move your left hip forward so your 2 hips are in line. Left hand up, right hand up, spine straight, toe stand, come a half inch off your heel. When you're ready, hands to floor, you can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg, and then press your hips forward, lift your chest to reverse out. Beautiful. Change. Left leg down, honor yourself, give yourself a high five and a fist bump. We are on the floor for the rest of class. What a delight. I'm gonna adjust our camera angle. Okay. So we're on the floor for the rest of class. Lie down in Savasana on your back, heels together, toes fall open, arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. Inhale through your nose, feel your chest rise. Exhale through your nose, feel your chest fall. So again, this style of yoga, 26 and 2 yoga, 26 postures and 2 breathing exercises is the same around the world. Like my teacher training had people from 30 different countries. So it's pretty cool. You can go and like take this sequence of yoga in another country. And even if you don't speak the language, you'll be able to follow along. So the style of yoga is a little bit like speaking the language. And you know, with language comes culture, right? So there's little fun things like in Savasana, we always lie with our head to the front of our mat, for example, anywhere in the world. Pretty cool. So welcome. Poshmotonasana, wind removing pose. Bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin just below the knee, nice tight white knuckle grip. Pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage. Change. Right leg down, bend your left leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, pull your knee out to the left, down towards your shoulder. This posture is good for digestion. You're putting a little bit of pressure on the lower abdomen. Change. Left leg down, both legs, lift up, grab your elbows, each other. Give yourself a big hug for coming to class today. Good for you. If you can't grab your elbows, you can also interlace your fingers. You can grab your shins or the backs of your thighs. You want to squeeze your knees together and down. Change. Arms down, eyes open. Originally, this class was 90 minutes. We compress it into 60 sometimes, like today. So if you feel like it's going fast, that's because it is. Think of it like a wine tasting or like an olive oil tasting, right? We're just trying all the postures out. We're not holding them for very long. Second set, bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, Grab your right shin, nice tight white knuckle grip, maybe like a ice cream tasting. Pull your knee out and down. Now my mind is wandering. Keep your left leg on the floor. If your left calf muscle doesn't naturally touch the floor, flex your left toes back to your face. Change, right leg down, bend your left leg up, pull your knee out and down. Push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands to strengthen your grip. Change, left leg down, both legs lift up. Grab your elbows each other, give yourself another hug, squeeze your knees together and down. Keep your head on the floor. Without lifting your head, tuck your chin in a little and look down the center line of your body. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone, joint, skeletal systems have improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Change, arms down, eyes open. Next, we do a straight leg sit-up. If you have any concerns about your back today or a history of slip discs, I recommend skipping the sit-up, roll off to the side, meet us on your abdomen. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Whew, okay. Turn lie on your stomach for the spine strengthening series. I'm showing you these postures in periphery. We're going to start with Cobra, good for the lower back. So place your hands on the floor below your shoulders so your elbows point up to the ceiling. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Use 100% back strength. Come up halfway only. So elbows stay bent. They make an L, a 90-degree angle. Hug your arms into your sides. Where are your shoulders in relationship to your ears? Roll your shoulders back and down. Don't forget about your cobra's tail. Lock your legs. Push your feet, hips, and hands down. Look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Good, change slowly with control, lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. This posture and the next three are what we call the spine strengthening series. And to me, this is like the most important part of class. We're strengthening all of the muscles that surround the spine, particularly important if you tend to sit at a desk all day or you hunch forward. Second set, bring your chin forward, hands flat, just below the shoulders. So from a bird's eye view, I can't see your manicure. Zip up your legs, lock your legs, look up and lift. Imagine you have a ticket to Justin Bieber in between your heels, and if you drop the ticket, you have to go to the concert. Keep your heels together, toes together, lock your legs, squeeze your butt, look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up, change, slowly lower down. Look to your left, right ear on your mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. Lokish Shalabhasana, chin forward, arms straight position. Rotate your arms so that your palms face the floor, palms face down like you're bumping a volleyball. Option to keep your arms out to the side, or as you're ready, bring your arms underneath you so one day pinky fingers touch. If your thumbs are touching, flip your arms the other way, palms face down. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle. Foot comes directly over the top of your head, lengthen and lift. Change, right leg down, relax right leg, lock left leg, point left toes, and lift your left leg up. Left leg should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamp post unbroken. Stretch the big toe back, lift your leg up, change, left leg down. One leg is practice for two legs. Lokish Shalabhasana, chin down, mouth on your mat, bring your arms a little closer underneath you, spread your fingers wide, zip up your legs, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, point your toes, roll forward, and lift both legs up. Come up, everybody, come up, you can do it. Start a little harder, don't give up, mouth down, shoulders down, lift your legs up, change, slowly lower down, bring your arms out, look to the right. So as you release the arms from underneath the body, you release the tourniquet effect on the arms with an elevated heart rate. Fresh blood rushes through your shoulders, elbows, wrists, and fingertips. This posture and the release from the posture are really good for folks struggling with frozen shoulder, tennis elbow, carpal tunnel, or arthritic joints. Second set, bring your chin forward, arm straight position. Rotate your arms, palms face the floor. Option to keep your arms out to the side, or bring your arms underneath you so you're really stretching through the tendons and ligaments in the arms and hands. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, lift your right leg up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, lift up, 5, eyes open, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change, right leg down, relax right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, lift your left leg up, 10, 9, shoulders down, 8, 7, look forward, 6, 5, lift up, 4, 3, 2, 2.5, 2 3/4, just kidding, change, left leg down. Third part, mouth in, mouth on your mat, neck long, bring your arms a little closer, make up your mind, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, lift both legs up. It's a mind over the matter posture, matters usually the mind. Mouth down, shoulders down, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, lift your thighs up, change, slowly lower down. Bring your arms out. Look to the left, to the left. Everything you own in a box to the left. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Purnishalabhasana, full locust, chin forward, arms out to the side like airplane wings, feet together, toes, heels touch, block your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, look up, and lift, arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor like a 747 taking off. Just your hip bones on the floor, the rest of your body's in the air. Look up to the ceiling, lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change slowly with control, lower down, tucking your wings, look to the right. If looking left and right does not feel good to your neck and shoulders, you can try bending your arms up so that your hands are close to your face, and that'll take pressure away from the neck and shoulder. Eventually, you'll get your whole left ear on your mat, but it doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. Simply looking left and right like this is a really nice passive stretch for the neck and shoulders. Second set, locust, full locust, chin forward, arms out to the side, feet together, squeeze your butt, point your toes, look up, and fly. Everything lifting up. This posture is so good for your back. If you ever Google like yoga for back pain, this posture will come up every single time. As really all of the postures on our stomach, the spine strengthening series, they will all be included in any sort of yoga for back pain like sequence, right? We're strengthening all of the muscles that surround the back. Keep your neck long, thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Go ahead and change slowly, lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the left, and take a breath. Last one on the stomach, Dhanurasana floor bow, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside 2 inches below the toes. If you can't grab both feet, try grabbing your right foot with your right hand, left arm out in front, and second set, you will switch it out. Otherwise, point your toes, squeeze your tush, look up to the ceiling, and start to kick into your hands. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. So when we connect the hands and feet together, we get an even deeper back bend. Point your toes, look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change slowly with control, lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat, let that one go. Second set, bring your chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside or opposite foot. Squeeze your tush, point your toes, look up and kick into your hands. Roll forward a little bit, freeze between your ribs and hips. This is a great back bend. It's a really nice shoulder opener, stretching the fascia along the chest, right? It's also good for your digestion. You're hanging out on your stomach. Point your toes, use your glutes, your hamstrings, your calves, look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, lower down, look to the left, and let that one go. Bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, push up, come to the top of your mat, fixed firm Supta Vajrasana. So start in tabletop position, open your knees and your feet, open up your feet. And then as you're ready, you're gonna walk your hands back. Eventually, you're gonna sit down between your heels. Doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. You can keep your hands in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time. If you can sit between your heels and you're not in pain, put your hands on your feet, right elbow down, stopping anywhere you feel a point of pain, left elbow down, knees never come off the floor. Drop your head back, head to floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. What I just described in 10 seconds takes some people 10 years. So just know that wherever you are is perfect. You want a gentle stretch, never a point of pain. Change, put your hands on your feet, press yourself up carefully with control, head up last, turn around, lie down on your back, Savasana. So it should feel good to lie on the back after being on the abdomen for a while. And when you release out of that posture, you get a nice rush of blood through your hips, your knees, your ankles, your toes. So sometimes the release from a posture can be as therapeutic as the posture itself. We'll do another straight leg sit-up. Remember that you're always welcome to skip sit-ups by rolling off to one side. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Okay, wonderful. Come to the top of your mat, second set. If first set was rough, try opening your knees wider. If first set was easy, start with knees, feet together. Open your feet, keep your knees together, and sit down. This takes a while, right? If you can sit down between your heels, put your palms on your soles, right elbow, left elbow, head back, head to floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head. So this is a great way to stretch out the toes, the ankles, the knees, the quadriceps, the hips, but a little bit goes a long way, particularly with your knees. They're not malleable joints, right? You don't want to mess with them. Change, put your hands on your feet, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. I think as a fellow yoga teacher used to joke, you know, whether you believe in like, you know, a God, like a divine creation, a Darwinian, you know, creation, or like some mixture of both, we can all agree that knees, not the best thought out joint, right? Like not the smartest part of evolution. Knees, not malleable. So you want to take it easy with postures that are bringing pain to your knees. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Okay, come to the back of your mat, half tortoise, Artichomasana. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels. If it hurts to sit on your heels, you can always start standing on your shins. Arms overhead, sideways, palms together, cross your thumbs. You're gonna stretch up and go down. You can put your hands on the floor and walk yourself in. Otherwise, forehead to floor, little fingers to floor. Press your palms together in prayer. So elbows and wrists off the floor, just the knife edges of your pinky fingers touch the floor. The rest of your arms are in the air. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, stretch, stretch, stretch. You can put your hands on the floor and push yourself up or change. Come up, arms in your ears, chin away from your chest. Very nice. Arms down, turn around, Savasana. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. So again, if at any point the sit-ups bother your back, you can always skip them by rolling off to the side. The sit-ups, like everything else we do, are optional. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Wonderful. Second set, half tortoise. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms overhead, palms together, thumbs crossed, stretch up, go down. Look forward. Can you touch your head to the floor before your little fingers? Take some time. Forehead to floor, little fingers to floor. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize, stretch. Change, come on up, chin away from the chest. Good, arms down, turn around, Savasana. So one thing that humans do is we try to make meaning, right? And we try to tell stories. And sometimes this meaning, the stories that we tell ourselves are really powerful. And sometimes they can be like, you know, actually really big inhibitors of our own success. So notice the story that you're telling yourself right now. And if it's not a kind one, or if it's not a true one, let it go. Be here now. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. So sometimes the story that I tell myself in yoga is like, oh, I could never do that. And when I notice myself telling myself that story, you've got to interrupt that thought process. Come to the top of your mat for Camel Ustrasana, our deepest back bend. Stand on your knees, 6 inches between your knees and your feet. Put your hands on your back, thumbs outside, fingers down to the floor. You can stay right here, or as you're ready, start to lift your nose, lift your chin, and one day head drops back. Option to stay here or go back halfway, freeze in the middle. Option to stay here, or when you're ready, right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. If you can't grab your heels yet, keep your hands on your back. It's good support for the spine. Change, put your hands on your back, press yourself up, head up last, stretch up, sit down, turn around, Savasana. Anytime we open the front of our body like that, we tend to stimulate the central nervous system. So if you're having an involuntary central nervous system response right now, like for example, the urge to cry, to laugh, maybe like your temperature has changed, or you feel your heart rate picking up, you feel dizzy or nauseous or lightheaded, all of those things are normal. There's nothing wrong with you. If nobody's told you this yet today, there's nothing wrong with you, and there's also nothing wrong with you doing second set. It's actually really good to open the front of the body. Second set, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. So if this posture makes you feel some kind of way, you're in good company, or at least my company. Open your knees a little wider, 8 to 10 inches between your knees, 6 inches between your feet. You can also roll up your mats. There's extra padding under your knees. Put your hands on your back, and this might be enough. Option to stay here or look up. One day, head goes back. You can stay right here or go back halfway, freeze in the middle. You can stay here with your hands on your back, or when you're ready, right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel. Push stomach, thighs, hips forward, lift your chest up, drop your head back. Change. Put your hands on your back. Press yourself up. Head up last. Very nice. Turn around. Savasana. So after that healing compression to the spine, that stimulating extension to the front of the body, we get an opportunity to lie on our back, to let everything reset. If you're doing the sit-ups, remember that those are forward folds. Good way to stretch out the back. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Okay, so after our deepest back bend, we do our deepest rounded spine posture. Rabbit, Sasangasana. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, make L's with your hands like little bunny ears, and then grab your heels from the outside. So the grip looks like this, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Chin to chest, stomach in, forehead to knees, automatically top of head to floor. Reach back, grab your heels. Option to stay here, or when you're ready, keep your feet on the floor and lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Keep your feet on the floor, full palm grip on your heels as you round your spine. Change, hips down first, slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, head up last. Very nice, sit down, turn around, Savasana. So Hatha Yoga, sun, moon, yoke, union of opposites, right? So after a back bend, we follow it up with a forward fold. After we twist right, we always twist left, right? A union of opposites. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Segundo base, rabbit pose. Let's hop to it. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Grab your heels from the outside, stretch up, chin to chest, go down, stomach in, forehead to knees, top of head to floor, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, squeeze your heels together, squeeze your heels together. Sometimes you have to hear things a few times to internalize it. So if nobody has told you this yet today, you are loved, you are loved, you are so loved. Change, hips down, slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, cut up last, turn around, Savasana. Fitness is a multi-billion-dollar industry that is largely predicated on the idea of, if I could just lose the 5 pounds, then I would be enough. If I could just run a little bit faster, then I would be worthy, right? If I could just lift that amount of weights, then I could finally be loved. Yoga flips that script and says, come to yoga to remember that you are inherently loved, that you are inherently worthy. There's nothing you have to prove here. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Wonderful. Come to the middle of your mat and towel. This is the end of class. Join your Sharasana head to knee pose. Right leg out, left leg in, 2 legs make an L. We're going to do one set of this posture. Inhale your arms over your head, big stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, and touch your forehead to your knee. Now, if your forehead and knee don't touch with a straight leg, bend your right leg. Touch your knee and head together. Interlock your 10 fingers up to the webbing under the ball of your foot, like you're still trying to help that one friend over a fence. If it's easy to touch your forehead and knee together with a bent leg, slowly straighten your leg. One day lock your leg, elbows down, left elbow down, left shoulder down, roll into the left. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in, stretch up tall. Turn to your left, chin to chest, touch your forehead to your knee. And slowly over time, you're gonna lengthen your leg. If your leg is straight, lock your leg, peel off the floor. One day, elbows down, elbows to floor, stomach in. Right sit bone down, right knee down, right rib cage down, left rib cage up, 2 shoulders in line. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping sit-ups, stay here. Otherwise, lie on your back. It's always fun to do this in a small space, and sit up. Okay, so Poshmotonasana stretching, I will show you from the side. Bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with your peace sign fingers, middle and index fingers, thumbs on top. Scoot your butt back, right, left, 10 to 15 times. So rather than rounding the spine, you want to lengthen your spine. Knees can stay bent if it helps you keep a flat back. Eventually, legs straight, stick your butt out. Eventually, legs lock, puff up your chest and fold. So again, rather than rounding the spine, lengthen the spine. Stomach to thighs pull, chest and knees stretch. One day, toes and head touch. Beautiful, change, stay seated. Look at your legs. Identify which leg is left, which leg is right. Don't mix them up. Bend your left leg on the floor. Touch your right heel to your left knee corner. You can also have your left leg long in front of you. Right hand close behind you like a second spine. Left arm up and over. Grab your left knee with your left hand, heel and knee touch. Michael, if Callie were here right now, this would be a joy to watch. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your right shoulder, twist. You can keep your right hand close behind you like a second spine. You can also reach behind you, catch your left thigh with your right hand. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look back, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs. I'm gonna show you from the front. Bend your right leg on the floor. Touch left heel to right knee corner. You can also have your right leg long in front of you. Left arm behind you, right arm up. Make a circle over. Push the knee out of the way. Grab your right knee with your right hand. If you can't grab your knee, try grabbing your mat. There's a little bit of support there. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over left shoulder twist. You can keep your left hand behind you or reach behind you. Catch your right thigh with your left hand for a bind. Evenly distribute your body weight on both sit bones so you're not leaning back or to one side. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look back, twist and twist and twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. So 26 into yoga, 26 postures, 2 breathing exercises. We begin with a breathing exercise, exhaling through the mouth, and we end full circle with another breathing exercise, exhaling through the mouth, Kapalabhati breathing. First, one final, sit up. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Okay, good. Come to the middle of your mat, sit. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. If it hurts to sit on your feet, don't do it silly. Sit on your butt, crisscross applesauce. Every once in a while, try to sit on your feet. So in our version of Kapalabhati, you're gonna exhale rapidly through your mouth. It'll sound like this. As you exhale through your mouth, you're gonna pull your abdomen in. When the stomach relaxes, the lungs will automatically take in air. So the exhale is quite audible, forceful, intentional. The inhale is very subtle and passive. You'll barely notice it's happening. It's pretty fun. The less you think about it, the easier it is. How cool is that? Sit up tall, concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, sit up tall, chest proud, shoulders down, and begin. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug. High five. Pat on the back. Turn around. Final Savasana. We ended a little late. I apologize. If you need to leave, I totally understand. If you have time, take time. Close your eyes. Open your arms and legs. Get as big or as small as you want. And take a deep, life-giving breath. Yesterday did what it did. Tomorrow is going to do what it does. There's not much we can control in life, but I found that 100% of the time, if I just take a slow breath and I focus on the present moment, everything becomes a little bit more manageable, right? Not much we can control, but in this moment, we can control our breath. Take a slow inhale through your nose, feel your chest rise. Slow exhale through your nose, feel your shoulders fall. Breathe in, breathe out, and all is coming.